Yo, what's up there, YouTube? It's Immersive Gamer 83, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I'm just jumping on to have a little catch up with you guys, and just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going forward with the IG83 channel. So, I'm just about to go live on a Fallout 4 live stream. So, for those of you that are interested in that, be sure to jump on in a minute. I'm going to be going live on that, although I may not have visibility of the actual chat, which is worth noting. So intermittently during loading screens, I will be jumping in and jumping back out, and it'll be something that's new to me. So I think I've dialed in my settings. Well, 6 marbles, always a pleasure and never a chore. So for those of you that are interested, very shortly I will be jumping on, and before I did jump on, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been up to and why my channel has been so dead. So things have got in the way again, and I've currently been doing it at my house. I spent a lot of time, a lot of effort doing it at my house, and also I've been trying to get into a bit better shape as well. So I've had a bit of issues going on. Got to a point where I was really unhappy, didn't really have a lot of self-confidence, and things like that. It was having an impact on my day-to-day life. So I decided to make a change, and so now after about probably 6 months altogether, I've dropped maybe 3 stone. So there's 14 pounds in a stone, so 14, 28, so 30, bad maths here, 40, 42 pounds. That's quite a bit of weight I've dropped. Hopefully I'll keep it off. But also, you might have noticed that I've got a bit of a moustache going on. That is purely because it's November and we're supporting the Movember. So have a little look into that. Donate if you want to look. I'm definitely going to be donating as well, and I'm going to be trying to get a moustache as powerful as possible within the duration of whole of November. So if you want to get involved, all it just means is, don't really get shaving. Just leave the little bit of the caterpillar, Freddie Mercury, all that stuff. So also VR. I've got the Pimax. Pimax has been ordered. Pimax on the way. I'm order number 807. So I've heard that they've started dispatching out those orders. Hopefully I'll be getting my unit soon. Fingers crossed for that. I've still running the GTX 1080 though, so it's not really confirmed about performance. I think that's the minimum specs for that card. So I'm still going to be utilising the Vive for possibly Fallout, and we'll have to wait and see and do a bit of testing and see what's what. So in the short term though, probably the biggest catalyst for me not doing a lot of stuff was there was quite a big gap in decent content. So I don't know if it's just me, but I was struggling to find good games, and the games that I could play, I wasn't able to record very well. But now we've got motion smoothing as part of the most recent update from the guys over at Valve and Steam VR. It seems that Fallout 4 is now playable, and I can also stream it. So if you're interested in that, be sure to. It's going to be happening tonight. I'm going to have a cup of coffee in a minute, settle down. Just got in from work, and I'll be jumping on the live stream. So if you're interested, be sure to join me as well. So what we got on here? 6 marbles again. Lovely. See you on, Brian. You are a diamond. Thank you very much. So it's nice and short and sweet, but the main point of this video is just to let you know that I'm back, and I'm hopefully going to be back in a big way and getting out content to you. Probably be more streaming, because I find that it's easier just to hit record, and although it is a little bit rougher and less edited, it's just a lot easier and a lot less time consuming. I found that I was spending a lot of time editing videos for not a lot of difference. The quality weren't there. I'm not the best at editing content, so I might as well just throw it up as it is raw, and hopefully you guys still get the similar sort of amounts of enjoyment from it. So I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. See you soon. Oh, what we got on here? Oh, Lee's back in. Yes, Lee. Mr. Daisy was uploading DK2 Vorpex content because there was no decent content. Very true. It's one of them situations at the minute. I think it's one of those chicken and egg catch-22s. it won't really get mainstream till the content's there, and the content won't really get there until the market's there. So it's you know, it's one of them things that someone's got to take the hit and start putting out content. So we are getting some decent titles coming though. So you know, Skyrim VR, amazing. It's definitely a port, and the actual hand-to-hand combat ain't that great. The rest of it though, archery, fantastic. Magic as well, whole lot of fun. And you know, if you're into summoning and stuff as well, that's also pretty decent. Fallout, it's a bit more playable for me at least these days, so I'm hopefully going to be getting on that. Borderlands 2, that's on the way as well, although it is only supposed to be the, you know, single player content and none of the DLC. It's still awesome and fantastic for VR in general that is actually coming, so fingers crossed that does get a port. Yeah man, Borderlands 2 indeed is coming. So it's a PSVR exclusive, although when they did say that, they said it was going to be a timed well, they didn't say time, they said at launch is going to be on the PSVR, and the trailer is already out on YouTube, so have a little Google of that, 6 Marbles, and you'll see it. So that's going to be coming hopefully, you know, whenever the timed exclusivity runs out on that, and I'm praying that does end up coming, because that is fantastic for VR in general. Also, there's a few other good games that are out that have caught my attention. There's a good game called In Death. It's a replayable sort of roguelike where you've got a bow and arrow and you're walking through. It's got full locomotion options in there, and it's very, very beautiful. From what I've seen so far, that's actually pretty fun. That was, you know, the archery felt really good. There's another thing as well that's War Dust. I was part of the early alpha for that, did some testing. Very enjoyable. The only thing that concerns me about that is it's Raptor Labs, the same people that are behind Art of Fight, Juice Vault, and also Standout. Every single title that company has released so far is early access. They have not completed a game, but for what it is at the moment, War Dust is being worked on. There's new maps. There's a new map out today for it, and it's a whole lot of fun. 64 players up to, that is, and whatever doesn't get filled with people gets filled with bots. So even if there's no one online, there's still a game to be had on it. And yeah, so that's caught my attention as well, and what I've been doing. I know Greg, my mate, he's been playing a lot of Contractors, so that's an Unreal 4 game that's come out. That looks pretty good. He reckons it's like the next Call of Duty, but I don't know about that. I think Greg's just a little bit on it. Let's have a look. What made you switch to the Vive? I thought you were Oculus through and through. Okay, so Lee's asking me why I switched to the Vive. Being 100% honest, the thing that made me switch to buying a Vive was at the launch, when I was an Oculus CV1 backer, at launch, the headset didn't actually have motion controllers. So at launch, the Vive came out, and there was a 6-month period where the Vive was the only HMD that had motion controllers. And after experiencing just a really ghetto version with the DK2 and the Razer Hydra, actually having virtual hands where you could reach into the world and interact, playing Half-Life 2 with that was, you know, it just sparked my imagination. And then at that point I knew I needed to have hands in VR. So yeah, that was back in the day before, when the CV1 was launched with it was actually launched with an Xbox One controller. Now it's a completely different situation. If I was buying it all over again, being 100% honest, I would buy a CV1, because the price point, the entry price point, is a lot lower, and the CPU and GPU requirements are lower on there, and overall the Oculus Store's got some really good content on it. Although it is playable, you can play it with Revive, it doesn't work as well as native. Yeah, so if I was buying all over again now between those two headsets, I would choose the Oculus. And yeah, you know, but at the time of launch, the Vive came out and it had motion control, so that's pretty much the reason why. And hopefully with the Pimax coming out now, hopefully the Pimax headset is actually decent. Let's have a look on here. So Zip On, are you going to continue playing your Fallout 4 playthrough? Yes, I'm going to be playing Fallout 4 tonight, streaming it after I've had a cup of coffee. So I'm going to get in, I'm just clearing out my room. So in the living room, I've moved all my settees and that, and moved everything to try and maximise the room scale. After I've had a cuppa, I'll be going live. So yeah, nice one. Feel free to join me. And yeah, hopefully guys, I'll see you soon. If you've got any questions, or if there's anything you want to know about my opinions, yeah, so let me know in the comments. If there's anything you want me to cover, be sure, any video requests, I'm down for that. Even if it's a bit of, you know, not even VR related, I'll be happy to talk about that. So I'm going to be jumping off now. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, and I'll be jumping on, and I'll be doing a live stream on Fallout 4. Really missed you guys, and it's good to be back. I'll catch you on the next one. Nice one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.